What's going on, YouTube? I am your girl TYC Veronica. I'm your man Big Homie. I'm whatever you want to call me. Just welcome to my YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is my first one, so I'm very appreciative. I'm very appreciative, and I'm super nervous too, just because I'm doing this. I'm really doing this, and this is my honesty. So like, whatever, man, get to know me. I did ask my Instagram and 4 people commented, so I'm very thankful. I want to start with those just because I'm like, hey, let's do it. Okay. The first one, do I date outside of my race? I do, actually. My last 3 relationships, what's it called? The first woman I dated was Mexican, and then my 2 other ones, they're African American. Just throw that out there. My second one was, if I can go anywhere, where would I love to go? Where I would love to go right now is, since I have been traveling so much, I do want to leave America. I do want to get out. I've been traveling just so much internally that I feel like I'm ready to be an external person. If I could go anywhere, I want to go to Italy. Italy, maybe Paris, if I could go anywhere right now. I think everybody knows I definitely go to the Philippines, of course, but just with everything going on. Number 3, how are you doing, baby? Hello, Millie. I think I should DM you directly, but I wanted to shout you out because you're definitely kind, honey. When I first came to Cedar Hill, you were definitely one of the first people I talked to, so I am very appreciative of that. And then 4th one is, how do I get over my shyness, and if I did? Okay. With this one, it is still a little tricky for me. The only reason why it's still tricky is because I do live performances. So what I had to do for myself is I had to change my mentality. I had to change my mentality of understanding that when I said that people don't give a fuck about me, people don't give a fuck about me. Meaning, like, unless I was successful, nobody turned their eye towards me. So I had to remind myself, like, yeah, that did bother me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to push myself out there because of a certain reason, or because I don't want the ripple effects that comes from putting myself out there, so I stay a little hidden. But it's not worth missing my shot on. And I had to remind myself that because, like I said, I perform live, and that's the only thing that I'm doing. This is my first YouTube on anything. You know, I've been on other people's YouTube and stuff like that, but that's because I live perform. This is different. This is very, very different. So yeah, that's just something about how I got over my shyness. Okay, other questions to get to know me. Funny questions. Okay, what was your worst haircut? Any haircut by my grandmother. Like, I'm Filipino, you know, so my grandmother, she's full Filipino as well, and she used to own a beauty salon in Angeles City in the Philippines, and so she was amazing. But you know, when it came to cutting my things, she, like, I don't know, dog, like, that thing would be zigzag. I would have a watermelon head. Like, everybody else looked good, but me. I don't understand. But anywho, what is something that always makes you laugh? Something that always makes me laugh, to be honest with you, my kids make me laugh. Zion and Nikita, like, I feel like I don't understand it, but they just always walk on the back of my heels. That's how close they are to me, and I can't get mad anymore. I just laugh at it. I'm just like, okay, that was super lame. Oh my gosh, y'all better still watch me. Like, I don't know, dog, whatever. Let's see. What drives you out of bed each morning? This is number 6. My mom drives me out of bed. I don't know, it's just crazy to me because I do feel like I'm more beneficial if I can support her with money, and I able to get out of bed, and if I had a money call, I'd be there. I'm on time, I'm on it, I'm on the go. What do you feel most passionate about doing? Writing. I'm writing and saving the world, you know what I mean? But no, I deeply love writing. I don't know, like, even to this day, I think that if I could, that's what I want to end with. I want to be a writer, even if I'm not well known. I do it for me, you know what I mean, and it helps me get through. What is the most romantic thing you have ever experienced? Super crazy, but the most romantic thing I have ever experienced was the ability to go to New Jersey New Jersey to see Kevin Gates live. Like, I know it's super simple, but she got me backstage tickets to go see him, and you know, we were able to fly, and I thought that was even the craziest part, because I'm like, hey, you know what I mean, like, I'm flying, I'm able, I don't know, I've never experienced anything like that. I never experienced to fly to a different state just to experience a concert, but she was used to it, you know what I mean? So I thought that was super cool, and I was very appreciative, because if you know me, Kevin Gates is definitely like somebody I've always wanted to work with, and somebody that I enjoy. I enjoy listening to. What unhealthy habits do you struggle with? Unhealthy habits that I struggle with. I lost count. Is this number 7 or 8? I don't know. Anywho, I don't. Honestly, responding back, like, I have a really bad tendency, like, if I feel like I can handle it and I tell you I'm gonna handle it, don't keep nudging at me, because I feel like I intentionally choose to forget, because I'm like, oh, I don't want that responsibility anymore, you know? So that is a really bad habit of mine. Like, if I feel like I'm forced to do something, I'm just like, like, I don't feel like I'm doing it, but my habit just happens to be like, I'm gonna push away, or I'm gonna put it to the side or something like that, because I'm like, fuck, I don't want to deal with that. Ooh, whatever. What inspired a significant change in your life? What sparked a significant change in my life was being forced to be by myself. When God put me in a position to be alone, he was like, look, since you have done that, let me show you, you're about to reap the benefits of being alone. And so since I am now alone, it's just like my poetry's being heard more often. Like, I just got paid, like, I just felt like I just went through being paid on my first performance, and it was the best thing and the best feeling in the world to me. Like, I definitely went off topic, but anywho, yeah, that has significantly changed my behavior, or my life, excuse me. What habits have you continued since your childhood? Taking off my shoes before entering the household, saying yes and no ma'am. I'm so southern. Hold on, let me say that. Like, I am super, super southern. Like, I am groundbreaking Filipino southern woman all the way. Like, what daily rituals do you have that give you joy? Daily rituals. I love watching planes. I don't know if that's like a ritual or something like that, but I love it. I love seeing planes just take off. I love seeing them intertwine with the clouds. I'm a huge fan of it. It's free to get in, but it's just far for me, you know, so that's the reason it's all long as shit. But whatever, dog, you know, it is what it is. What is your most valuable possession? My loyalty. I'm cliche as it is. I'm super cliche. Let me tell you, before we ever get into what do you need to know about me, I'm super old school and I'm super cliche. Don't already roast my ass for it. I'm cliche. Fuck it. I don't care. Anywho's, continuing. Yes, my biggest possession is my loyalty. I'm wholehearted with it. It's so crazy that I don't know, like, I won't listen to certain people's music. Like, I'm just like, oh, that's not who you fuck with. That's not who we fuck with. You know what I mean? Like, I do take hold. This is my son. This is also Zai. Say hi. Say hi, Baba. If you were given $1,000 gift card, what store would you want it to be for? To be honest with you, I know he has to say it. Petco. No, I'm just kidding. PetSmart. Maybe in Pet Supplies. I don't mind. Those are the gift cards just because they're so expensive. They're so expensive. Like, please help me out. Please help me out and buy our colors from Talk Your Creativity to support your puppies. And you know, send me a gift card. Pet Supplies, we there 24/7, baby. We there. Okay. random things just because I do want to like end this. I don't want to bore y'all too long, and plus it says I'm at 15 minutes. What is a pet peeve that you have? People who do not turn on their blinkers. Why don't you turn on your blinkers? I speed, but I turn on my blinkers, so I'm a safe driver regardless. And if you are going to be speeding 85, 90, you need to let the next person know out of a courtesy. But that's just me. Yeah, that's just me. Like, that is so big to me. Like, please save a life. Save a life. Please. Like, what phrase or word do you overuse when you talk? I'm not a good person to ask on that question. So I'm not going to answer that either, because a lot of people could say a lot of things about me. Like I say a lot of things. Like, I'm a poet. Like, come on. What would your friends be surprised to learn about you? That I'm doing YouTube. What? Like, nobody would have thought, like, Veronica entered YouTube. Veronica's actually doing something like this. Like, no, I have always been, like, if I created something, it was gonna be me behind the scenes. I was gonna chop these videos up. I was gonna make everything on the front screen look good. I was going to make sure all my ducks were in a row. I was gonna be that. But now when you throw me on the stage, I'm like, oh well, William Shakespeare really meant the whole world's your stage. Like, I can do anything I want. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm gonna make a reaction video to Carmen's little thing. I'm just like, that was a big experience for me. I've never done anything like that in my life. You know what I mean? I'm only 21, so let's, you know. 2 more questions and then I'll end this. Let's see. If you could eat at one restaurant for the rest of your life, what would it be? Maggiano's. I love Maggiano's. I love their desserts. I love the new desserts that they have coming out. Of things like a cheesecake, banana split type of thing that they have going on. I do enjoy that. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in with me. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for being a part. You are welcome to the TYC family. I'm gonna say TYC Veronica. Nope, the TYC family. Thank you so much for tuning in. You do not understand how blessed we are. We do not understand how hard we have been working. And I just want to say, because of you, this is only possible. We're about to get out, and we're only going to take over the world together. So, baby, tune in with me.